Well, hi there. Happy Monday to you. Hope you're having a great start to your week. You know, Romans 8:28 is a familiar verse that we often quote, and it says, "And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God and who are called according to his purpose." And I think we experience that a lot, don't we? And God's often so good at turning tragedy and bad things into good things that perhaps at times we think that God is up in heaven scheming what the next hardship is that he wants to throw our way, because we know passages like James 1 that says, "Count it all joy when you meet trials of various kinds," because we know that it produces steadfastness and it makes us complete and makes us more like Christ and makes our character more like his. But sometimes I think tragedy and hardship just happen, unfortunately, because we live in a broken world. And this morning, it's just a good reminder for us that God hates it, I would argue, not only just as much, but even more than we do when someone mistreats us or when tragedy hits us or we go through difficulty. C.S. Lewis, in his series entitled The Chronicles of Narnia, in The Magician's Nephew, one of the volumes, there's this character named Diggory, and Diggory is really begging Aslan, which Aslan is this giant lion, and he represents God in the different Narnia series, but he's asking Aslan if he could just give him some medicine to make his mother well. And Diggory is there, and his mother is sick and is about to die, and he is just filled, his eyes are just filled with tears. And up until this point, the sequence, it shows him looking at Aslan's giant claws and his giant feet. But at this moment, he builds up the courage to look up at Aslan's face. And Diggory describes the situation. When he looks at Aslan, he's just utterly shocked and amazed because Aslan's face is downtrodden and there's tears in Aslan's eyes. And his tears are bigger than his own. And I think it's just a good reminder for us that God is more sad over situations than we are often. And God hates it when terrible things happen to us in this world, in this life. And we know that because God sent his Son to do something about it, to take the punishment for sin and to live the perfect life and to die in our place and to rise again. And because of that, we have hope that God is making all things new, and one day he will wipe away every tear from our eyes. And it's just an important reminder, even after Sunday's sermon, just going into the week, that God sees us, and not only does he see us, but he's present with us because of the Holy Spirit. And so this week, whatever you go through this week, I pray that you would be able to press on and that you would press into Christ, that you would press on in prayer, and that you would press into the Holy Spirit, who is your comfort and who is your help. Well, I hope you have a great week.